far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. These messages will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, cross watchers, you're welcome. If this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. All your support really is appreciated. Please check out the description box below for all my services, as well as a brand spanking new Patreon I just launched. All Patreon memberships are only $4.44, and it includes all extended monthly readings for each zodiac sign, as well as astrology updates for each zodiac sign. Each month, I will post new and full moon readings, as well as pick-a-pile readings, live readings, and tarot workshops where we can learn tarot together. You also gain full access to the archive. Patreon members also get 20% off all my services. That includes tarot and birth chart readings. Go check it out and come join my little community that I'm creating over there. All right, Gemini, let's get into your August general monthly reading. Gemini, hello, hello, hello. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Welcome, Gemini, to your August monthly general reading. As always, this is a general message. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to get a private reading, you know where to find my information below. All right, Gemini. We have Venus retrograde. Have you been feeling the shift? The lunar nodes shifted last month. Venus retrograde. We have Saturn retrograde. I have some other readings on my YouTube channel that you can find some more information on those astrological changes and shifts. But Venus retrograde in general, it really is helping us focus on what we value, right? Bringing deeper meaning into our lives, into our relationships. So it's actually a very beautiful time for introspection, as with any retrograde, right? So you might be feeling that heavily in regards to your relationships. You know, there might be some tests there. We have the full moon is August 1st, which is going to be in your 9th house. And then we have the new moon, August 16th, which is going to be in your 3rd house. So 3rd house and 9th house are going to be, uh-oh, Kitty's making an appearance. Kitty made an appearance in Aries reading, so you might be dealing with an Aries, so go check that reading out. But yes, the 3rd house and the 9th house are going to be very significant. And both those houses, they share some similarities for sure, and those similarities are really about higher levels of education, knowledge, awareness, right? Some sort of training, some sort of education. But with the 3rd and 9th house, one of the main differences is the 9th house is about like spiritual knowledge, right? It's higher levels, right? Third house is a little bit more about the practical, logistical, analytical, right? That's your house, Gemini, the 3rd house. Communication, right? But there's this emphasis on education. So taking up a new skill, you know, maybe even deepening your understanding around a skill set that you already have. There's a lot of mental energy, right? Truth be told, right? Maybe even, you know, gaining some truth, gaining some awareness, right? That's the 9th house. With the 3rd house and 9th house, like it's like the 3rd house really taught you the foundation, right? Around a certain skill set that you have. And then the 9th house is like, wow, I'm taking it to the next level. I'm leveling up, right? Learning something new. Maybe even, it's not even just about like a skill set of yours. It could just be anything in your life, right? A change in the wind, new life, right? A new perspective is what I'm feeling for you, Gemini. Especially with the Venus retrograde, yes, for sure for you, Gemini. Yep, buy the book. So it's taking you some time maybe to get to this understanding. But it served you well to go by the book. It served you very well to take the practical steps to get to where you are and to where you're going, right? And beyond. There's a lot around what's your purpose, right? Really dialing and zoning in on what is your purpose, okay? Higher philosophies, higher understanding. Beautiful month for you to really expand your knowledge of a certain subject. Or just your knowledge in anything, yeah. Your relationships, observer. I feel like this has been you for quite some time, really observing things, right? Going by the book, that other card that popped out for you. You know, taking the practical steps, getting from point A to point B. You know, and now that you've gained this new perspective this month, it's like, now what is what I heard. Now what? Now what are you going to do with it? Right, yang energy just popped out. What are you going to do with it? Yang energy is about taking action. So you might be really kind of stepping into the action phase of some sort of new idea, philosophy, new way of being, craving even some new fresh energy. All right, Gemini, let's see what the tarot has for you. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs, collective. What do we have for Gemini, please? What do we have for Gemini? 3 more cards, please, for Gemini. 2 more cards for Gemini collective. What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see? Look at that, 7 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like in the past several months, you know, things have felt a bit cloudy, even with 7 of Cups. Maybe being surrounded by too many options. And this month, you're really zoning in on your target, right? You've done the research, you've been studying something, and now it's like, okay, I want to choose my path. I want to move forward, right? Yes, 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles. Something more stable, more practical, right? The 8 of Wands also talks about travel, which is also emphasized in that 9th house being illuminated with the new moon, or no, the full moon, sorry, on August 1st. You have the 5 of Cups with the Sun in reverse. You have the Magician and the Queen of Cups. So this is what you're stepping into here. Beautiful energy. This is Gemini energy, right? Magician. Working with your skill set, right? Your tool belt, right? The Magician has all the tools, has every element, right? So you've gained access to maybe even more tools than you realized you had, right? Really utilizing the tools that you have. You know, sometimes we forget how skilled we are, right? Sometimes when we get stuck in this funk, right? 5 of Cups, the Sun in reverse. We forget how powerful we are. We forget our skills. We forget who we are, right? When we get stuck in this 5 of Cups, Sun, it's like doom and gloom. Maybe things have been a bit cloudy for you. Really stepping out of that and, you know, bossing up really with the Magician card. Being called into this energy, knowing your worth too, right? You know, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to process these emotions, but it seems like with the Sun, it's like something wants to be illuminated for you. There's something beyond this sadness, this grief. You know, it's like Spirit's kind of nudging you to say, okay, you've processed, you've taken that time out, right? You've gotten from point A to point B. Now what? I keep hearing that. Maybe even you might be relapsing a bit, right? Maybe you've even already stepped into this energy, right? Maybe already have mastered something, mastered your emotions, Queen of Cups. But then you feel like you might be relapsing a bit even with this energy creeping in. You know, ruminating thoughts, right? Mercury is going retrograde at the end of the month. Mercury is your ruling planet. So us Geminis get hit pretty hard. It's going to be in Virgo as well. So that is also ruled by Mercury. So there's this mercurial energy that's buzzing in August. So yes, it's very powerful and potent for, you know, learning new things, gaining awareness, gaining insight. But the flip side of it could be that you get stuck in your thoughts. You get stuck in some old, you know, past pain even, maybe coming up to the surface, right? Venus retrograde. Retrogrades in general tend to bring up things that might have been a bit unresolved, unfinished business that's coming to the surface at this time. So I don't want to say to avoid those things, especially with the Queen of Cups here. It's like, don't avoid your emotions, right? The Queen of Cups is fully aware of her emotions, but she does have the power to adapt and control them a bit, not letting her emotions get the best of her. Especially next to the Magician card and the Queen of Cups is upright. It's a very firm foundation on your emotional well-being, maybe even emphasizing, you know, getting help in that arena. If you notice that things are shifting, right, your thoughts are getting in the way of you really moving forward with something, getting some perspective from someone else even. With the 3rd and 9th house, it's all about mentorship, teachers, right, a guru, spiritual advisor. You might be actually going to someone for some advice on how to kind of step out of this funk, right, and really step into your happiness. But you have the tools, is what I see. You have, the power is already within you. You've learned so much on your journey thus far. But there's almost like a bump in the road, right? Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords here on the bottom. There's a lot of people here. Fire, air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Queen of Cups. You know, we have almost every element out here. Which traces me back to the Magician, right? There's every element is represented on the Magician card. So I just keep feeling what's being shown to me is that the power is already within you, right? You encompass this energy. It's just really digging deep within you to find that confidence. Be brave, be bold, right? There's several planets in Leo that are calling us into our heart. You know, really listening to our heart, being courageous, you know, heart intelligence, maybe even taking the old pain and betrayal, 5 of Cups, and turning it into something positive, right? What lessons have you learned? Yes, what lessons have you learned? And really implementing them, right? With the heavy 3rd and 9th house influence. Putting them into practice, right? That's that 9th house. All right, let's pull a Moonology for you. That you might be being tested this month to put your wisdom, right, what you've learned into practice. So be mindful with your words, right? Be gentle on yourself. Take some time out. Yeah, luck is on your side though. Look at that. I really feel like the Gemini that I'm speaking to is highly knowledgeable, very aware, very mindful. You know, you've learned so much up until this point, Gemini. And I feel like don't let past pain, past hurt, you know, trauma, you've worked so hard to get to where you are. right? And luck is on your side here. You know, the universe wants to see you succeed. And you have to believe in that for yourself. You know, because the universe can only supply us so much, right? It really does come back to self. And our daily rhythms, our routines, our practices, keeping our mind healthy, keeping our body healthy. It's gonna be super important for you to maintain this, what's the word I'm looking for? Maintain this, not status, but like maintain this level up, right? Whatever that might be in your life that you feel like you're leveling up. It's okay to reflect. It's okay to look back. Just don't stay stuck. That's the main message here. All right, let's pull another oracle card to wrap this reading up. If you want to go a bit deeper in the extended, you can find that link below. In the extended, I will do more of a love reading, and we will also highlight what we talked about in this reading a bit deeper. I hope you join me there, Gemini. Let's see. Let's pull a card for you to wrap this up. Kitty came back again. Let's see, Gemini. Death. Yeah, let the past be the past. Listen. Yeah. I feel like with the Observer card that came out earlier and this card, it's like you have gained this awareness. You already know. The power's already within you, Gemini. You just have to stay strong. You have to listen to what that inner compass is telling you. Listen to your heart. Know what doesn't serve you. Right? Something is changing, something is transforming, or it already has, and you have to embrace that change. Right? Don't get ahead of yourself and then be like, oh, I want to backtrack now. Then you have to continue moving forward. As scary as it may be, you have to stay in alignment with what you value. Stay in alignment with what you know deep within, right? What you know serves you. Yeah, stay out of that fear mentality, that lack, that guilt, the shame. It doesn't serve you. In this moment, it's time to make that shift, make that change, make it possible. And I'm talking to a Gemini that has the power to do so, right? Magician, sever. You know, cut those cords that don't serve you, whatever that might be. It doesn't have to just be romantic, right? All right, Gemini. I'll see you on Patreon, and if not, I'll see you for the next monthly reading. Be well. Take care.